In this Astro Quickie, I'm going to give suggestions and tips when buying gifts for others by looking at their Venus signs. So Venus is many things, but speaks about what we love and value. And when we value something, we tend to want to spend money on it or, want that gifted to us. I have noticed with myself, friends, and family how fitting our Venus signs are when it comes to buying not only gifts for ourselves, but for others as well. A little tip is to note, is this a Venus in a fire, earth, air, or water sign? And that can give you another layer to what this person might like and value. So for an example, like fire signs might be more open to experiences and adventures. Earth signs might be more open to physical gifts and material things. Air signs might be more open to adventures where they can learn or have their mind stimulated or, be in some type of social setting. Whereas water signs might be more open to wanting something sentimental and that took effort and thoughtfulness. So that's just a little snippet, but keep in mind that this is just looking at the Venus sign. We have to consider the whole chart. I always kind of, preface all my readings, all my videos like that, just because if someone has, a lot of water in their big three, but then their Venus is in fire, that might look a little different if all their big three were in fire. So keep that in mind, but this is just looking at the Venus sign. For a Venus in Aries person, Aries is ruled by Mars, so this is all about action. I would say a big thing with this one is surprise them. This type of person might be more open to surprises. They may like a surprise birthday party, a surprise trip, but literally surprise them with anything, like a surprise gift, and it's not even their birthday. Make their gifts like an adventure. So zip lining, rock climbing, a hike, make sure it's physical as well. So this person not only likes adventures, like maybe going on a trip, but they're going to like the physical activity to something. So some people might dread going on like a 3-hour hike. This person would probably love that. So plan an active day with friends, like a volleyball game on the beach, because that involves competition. Aries is very competitive. Even something, maybe more low key, like bowling. Again, they can still be competitive here. A gym membership for someone, again, you might want to be careful with buying things like that for people, but if someone, your child is really into working out and they're of age now, can go use the gym, a gym membership might be a wonderful gift for them, or lessons to try a new sport or hobby, so like snowboarding or something like that, a day kayaking, or anything active like rollerblades, a bicycle, skateboard, depending on the age and who this person is. And, maybe something fun like a couples tennis match or something. So keep it physical, keep it exciting, and don't be afraid to add some competition in it. Venus and Taurus people, they're ruled by Venus. So very indulgent. That's what I think of when I think of a Venus in Taurus. This is most likely a person who's a foodie. So take them somewhere where they can indulge in their favorite food, whether they like, donuts and they're super indulgent, or whether they're into more healthy, clean foods. Either way, this person probably loves food. So utilize that in their gift. Take them to their favorite restaurant, or take them to like a food fair where they can try all sorts of things. Taurus is also very sensual. So for some, like a spa gift certificate, or theater tickets, because Venus is very into theater and the arts. Connect to nature as well. So like a restaurant, like a favorite restaurant with that beautiful view of nature, like that could be a really good gift. And especially for women, things to engage their senses. So like aromatherapy, a day at the spa with a pedicure, or like a couples massage even would be something really wonderful. So I would say indulge in like the physical body in relaxing way. So it's not indulging super actively, it's something more sensual, I would say. So keep that in mind. I would say for men, I could think of like food and maybe connecting to nature. Some Tauruses are really into nature, and then some are just not. They're just more into the food part. So food and nature. Taurus also, like, it's a slower energy. It's a present energy. So nothing to go. Like make it a relaxing day. Like maybe, you book a lodge for the day, like a cabin, you do a massage, and then you indulge in delicious food. That would be like a wonderful way to celebrate a Venus in Taurus. Venus in Gemini, this person is ruled by Mercury, so they need mental stimulation. This is kind of a busier energy. So because Gemini is kind of like a intellectual nerd, I'll say, some Venus Geminis might really love like books. So if they're a big reader, maybe find their favorite author and get them their favorite book, or buy them a book that they think they would like. Like if they're really into spirituality, buy a new spiritual book for them to engage in, a fun board game that really makes you think and requires a lot of like mental strategy. Even like a journal, like a nice leather journal, so they can start writing their thoughts and ideas down. Have a have a birthday party with all their favorite people so they can flutter around and be like the chatty person that they are. They love that kind of stuff. Go somewhere new in your community to learn something. So like a museum exhibit or a community local event of some sort, or community market. Go to a movie they want to see. They love technology, so any new gadget or new tech, like a wearable, like a Garmin watch, something like that, would be very interesting to a Venus in Gemini. I mentioned that they're chatty, but like somewhere where they like, I know I mentioned a movie as well, but like just somewhere like a board game night. Like that could be something really fun for them with all their favorite people, where they can chat and like stimulate the mind and be surrounded by the people they love. Venus and Cancer people are ruled by the moon. So this is a very sensitive energy and very family oriented. So I would say like a day at home with the family. Like if this is a person who has a family, a day at home with them, having home cooked meals and watching a traditional family movie. This would be something that they would really love. They would really appreciate something that you put in thought and effort. So like a handmade gift, something to make their environment more comfortable as well. So whether it's a big plant for their office that they love, or a homemade family photo you made to put in the living room. Venus and Cancers can be traditional, so maybe start a birthday tradition for them each year, where you either order in their favorite meal or take them out to their favorite spot, or the kids cook dinner or something, right? Whatever your tradition is. And then you buy a new cookbook every year or something like that, or you sit down and watch a family movie. Like create a tradition around their birthday. That could be, and if it's not their birthday, just know that they're going to like more gifts that are of sentimental value, or gifts that bring up old memories. So if you're like a sibling, a collage of photos of when you were little in a book with fun stories and memories, and something that you like used a lot of time and effort, like go to Hobby Lobby and pick up some cute stickers and things to put on it. They would really appreciate something like that, or like a quilt you made. That would just like warm their heart. So if your gift is thoughtful, it will be of value to them. The more sentimental, the better. This is not usually someone who's really overly frivolous. Frivolous, is that the word? Venus in Leo. So this person's ruled by the sun. So go big or go home. Venus in Leo is going to love luxury. So think spa days. Think a spa weekend, like the whole weekend. Fine dining restaurants with the best food, like the 5-course meals. A weekend getaway to Vegas where they can, get all dolled up and be out and about. Even just for two at like the hottest restaurant in your city, or even, bringing some friends out would be really fun for them, because they would get to, they want to be kind of doted on, right? So let them dress up, let other people, dote on them. They also might want something to physically open up, again, they like some attention. So if you're going out for dinner and paying for it, you might think that's enough, but don't be shy to get like an extra gift. So maybe that gift is like some diamond earrings, or just spa tickets, or their favorite handbag if it's a woman, or for men, those golf clubs they wanted, or tickets to their favorite sporting team. Maybe even theater tickets, or like for Cirque du Soleil or something. Like they just add something to the night for them to open. I would say, but I would say with Leo, they're more social, and they like to be dolled up. So I wouldn't take them to like I mean, they might like a hike, but after the hike, might want to go out and look nice. So keep that in mind when planning for Venus and Leos. Also know if you're worried that you're going to go too big. I don't think you can with Venus and Leo, so go big. Venus and Virgo. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so this is very similar to Gemini, but Virgos are health nuts. So I am a Venus and Virgo, so I will give some personal examples, but Virgo will value anything that supports health and wellness. So anything to also organize their life better. I am also huge on self-care, and I've even told my husband, you know, every single Christmas, he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, just like spa, like a gift certificate to go to the spa for massages or whatever I want. And he always is like, well, don't you want something? Like, I got that last year, but he could get me that every single year until I died, and I would absolutely love it because it's self-care. It's practical. It's usually something I won't get myself. And so it's something that I just really value. I will say that my last few birthdays, the things that I've wanted are very Virgo. So last birthday, I wanted this Aqua True filter. It was like this $500 filter that purifies your water. So that's what I wanted, and I got it. I usually like a day out hiking, and then we go out to eat, but it's usually somewhere quite healthy. So somewhere where I can get clean, whole foods, nothing fried or no pub food or anything like that. It would have to be clean, like even like going for like an acai bowl or like a smoothie place, like, and then going for a healthy dinner would just totally be the best day for me. You know, in terms of organization, like think of like those dream closets you see on the infomercials, and like get one installed for your partner. They would just love that. They would have so much fun organizing. Another thing is that Venus and Virgos are pretty simple, so you don't need to go like all out, and like they're not going to just want stuff. Like this is not the person that you're going to buy like this cute piece of decor they can put on their bookcase. They don't want that. They want something practical that they can use. So if you are going to get them something, make sure it's something they want and that's realistic for them. So for example, years ago, a boyfriend bought me a down blanket. Like I needed one, I wanted one, and that's what he got me for my birthday. Other things that I like as a Venus and Virgo are like kitchen appliances, things that I'm going to use. I know that doesn't sound very like especially for someone who doesn't have a Venus and Virgo, they might think this is just like the lamest gift, but this is what Virgo likes. So don't focus on extravagance. That's not going to win them over. They're not really going to like it. Just make sure it's practical, realistic, and you know, focuses on their health. For example, like I would also love like, you know, a gift certificate to go to the sauna or something like that, or something for my body. Virgo can also be like Venus and Virgo especially might be that person. It's like, oh, I don't need anything, but they would really appreciate something that they need. So pay attention to them. What do they like? What are they into? They will really appreciate if you notice that they really wanted this, you know, special coffee French press or something, and they said it like 3 months ago and then you remembered, like that. They would really appreciate something like that. So just pay attention to the details with the Venus and Virgo. Venus in Libra, so also ruled by Venus, similar to Taurus, with the indulgent, but also the environment is really important to a Venus in Libra. So whatever this gift is, it has to be classy and in style. So whether it's shoes, a new jacket, that new handbag, new dishware, it has to be classy and in style. So nothing cheap. This would be the higher name brands, or you know, the name brand that they liked anyway, right? Libra likes to look good. So yeah, think of designer name brand or just higher quality items. Nothing that you're going to get from like, you know, the dollar store or anything like that. I know someone very Libra, and they actually have a lot of Libra in their big three, but I don't know what their Venus in Libra is, or sorry, their Venus sign is, but they love the theater. They love Cirque du Soleil. They love all that kind of stuff. They love going to plays and those types of shows. My other friend is a Venus in Libra, and she values her environment and will spend lots on landscaping, renovating her house, adding decor. So anything like that would be really meaningful to her. So like a gift certificate for like a Home Depot, she would probably go nuts, right? Because she could do so many things with that. So find out this person's favorite, you know, artist, if like if they have artwork they like, or if there's a specific piece of art they want. If you take them out, make it classy. And also too, I mean, I guess for men, this could be true too, but especially for women, they may want to do something to beautify themselves. So again, a spa day, facial, maybe even something else like Botox or something. Like Libra's all about being symmetrical and stuff. So that might be something that they would appreciate. Venus in Scorpio. So Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So this person likes some mystery. This person likes some intrigue. So, but not in the sense of like, surprise, this is a birthday party for you. Like maybe not like that, but maybe just like hinting what you're going to do. Maybe some seductiveness around that too. So Scorpio tends to be attracted to the darker side of life. So maybe something thrilling or erotic. So whether that's an erotic book that you get them or that you read together, or an erotic play, or going to like a strip club and having more of a raunchy night, maybe someplace mysterious like a murder mystery, that might be of interest to them. They are usually quite sexual, so spice things up, whether this is, using toys or a new toy, sexy lingerie, a sexy movie, or experimenting in other ways that are in alignment for you too. That would be something that they would really appreciate and really like. For some, this could literally just be seeing a really scary, terrifying movie and then going for a walk at night and getting a drink. And they would just like that rush and like the mystery about that. I wouldn't do anything too big and lavish because, Scorpio is more of an introverted sign. But those are just some ideas. They also would just like an intimate evening, like just a nice restaurant where you can hear each other talk and connect intimately and have some romance, and then just go home and have a romantic evening. Like that would be okay too. So another pretty simple sign, I'd say. Simple when it comes to gifts anyways. A Venus in Sag person is adventurous because they are ruled by Jupiter. So expansive energy, it's just jovial energy, it's fun. Give this person an experience. I would say out of all the signs, this person, you don't need to wrap anything up. Just give them an experience. If you do wrap anything up, wrap up like plane tickets to go to like Rome. They will value the experience over a present that will just sit on the shelf. So whether it's planning a hiking trip that they really want to go to, planning foreign travel. So even if you can't literally go on that trip on their birthday, plan it and set the date and start that in motion. Have the itinerary ready for them. But also make sure that if you do plan a trip and you go and you have some activities planned, make sure that they're the kind of loose plans, or at least you have time in between so they can decide some things, because this is not someone who's going to want to live off an itinerary. They're going to need some freedom in that. So just keep that in mind. Make sure physical activity is involved. So maybe you go to Hawaii and you go snorkeling or hiking or ziplining. Maybe you go cave climbing or I don't know if that's what they call it, but any type of sport too that they're into. Maybe they want to go rollerblading in Long Beach, California on a Saturday night and go to their local restaurant and have some burgers after. Like, make it active if you can't literally go on a trip. Anything new is good. So anything new and exotic. So go to a new part of town. Like if you have like a German part of the town, go there and have German food. Go cook exotic food. Especially if you can't travel, like cook exotic food or order in the exotic food and like watch a travel documentary. Like that could be really exciting for them too, even if you can't physically travel. Or let's just say you were planning a trip, that would be a wonderful way to show them, is to like, let's just say you want to take them to Greece and you had Greek food for dinner and then watch the documentary and then kind of splurge, surprise them that you were going to go to Greece or something. Of course, not everyone can do big things like that. So just think active. It's kind of similar to Aries, except they're not competitive. So I wouldn't make them compete, but just doing something together outdoors that's active. Another thing too, especially if this isn't like a partner, but maybe a friend, like they might appreciate like a backpack or a camera or like a really like a nice stainless steel Yeti water bottle, like something that they can take on their adventures. Venus in Capricorn, this person is ruled by Saturn, so not huge on big flashy things or making a big deal. Very traditional, kind of similar to Cancer in the sense that they're traditional, but they're not emotional. So they're not going to really want anything trendy or new, so stick to the basics. Maybe something really classic and like vintage. So like for maybe like a parent, like an old grandfather clock. I mean, you'd have to know the person well to know this, or some old records. Capricorns are very focused on work. I know this is a Venus sign we're focused on, but they're going to be focused on something that will help them achieve their goals. So maybe like a planner or a briefcase, or I know it sounds not very fun, but like that seminar that they've been really wanting to go to that's going to help them learn these new marketing skills. Like that might be something they actually would like. Do not be cheap with this person. They're not going to like that. They care about status, and they don't want nice things just to like lavish in that, like a Leo. They do care about status and image. So if you do take them out for dinner or wherever, take them to a nice classy place where it's like, it's not like some bar where people are like yelling and screaming and, you know, drunk out of their tree. Like somewhere with class, where they're going to feel their status. They also do have a sense of humor, so you could get a raunchy, funny like card or like one of those joke kind of gifts. They would laugh at that. They might appreciate that. Saturn is an energy of wanting to be into control. So don't take this person on like some booze cruise. They're not gonna like that. They're gonna want to get into bed at a reasonable time and get back to achieving their goals. So keep it classy, keep it simple, keep it traditional. I will say, because this is an earth sign, this person might appreciate something tangible that they can open. So again, think of something that might enhance their status or their image. So a nice watch or a nice suit or a new tie. These are some things to think of. For a woman, it could be that nice handbag. It could be some earrings. These are people that are going to want anything that makes their image look better. Venus in Aquarius, people ruled by Uranus, so the weirder the better. Aquarius it's similar to Gemini in the sense that they both love to learn and they love tech, but they love tech for different reasons. So Aquarius loves the science behind it and like the innovation and the newness, whereas Gemini just loves it because it's entertaining and keeps their minds busy. So any new tech, like an Apple Watch, a new like I think it's called the Aura Ring, you know, any of those wearables that they can do, anything, especially if it's not on the market yet, right? They're going to be into that. Uranus is like that unusual planet, so anything unusual. So go to a psychic reading, get them an astrology reading, a tarot reading. For some of the nerdier Venus and Aquarians, go to an IMAX or watch a documentary, like one of those IMAX documentaries. Invite friends over to just have some stimulating conversation and just socialize, right? Aquarius is one of those contradicting energies because they like to be alone, but they also love being in groups. So, you know, keep in mind what kind of a Venus in Aqua are you dealing with. I have an Aquarius friend she also has Venus in Aquarius, but she's a Pisces rising. So, I mean, she has to be in the mood to be social. This is maybe not the person I want to surprise a party with last minute, because I don't know if she'd be open to that. But she does love technology and the newest tech and stuff like that. So stick to that for Aquarians. Some Aquarians are also very humanitarian. So if the Venus in Aquarius is someone like that, like to donate money on behalf, like you donate money but under their name to something that's important to them, like, you know, saving the elephants in Africa or something like that. Like they would really appreciate something that was helping others. Venus in Pisces, so ruled by Neptune, so very dreamy and sensitive, and it's a water element. So Venus and Pisces person may want to escape. So they may value things that get them out of reality. So, I mean, I guess that could be recreational drugs, but I'm not gonna recommend that. But maybe take them to a sci-fi movie or something that they can get lost in. Maybe take them to one of those I don't know about an escape room. That might be a little scary for them. Maybe take them to like a play, right? Like they can get lost in that too. Many Venus and Pisces might be artistic or just value art. So maybe an art show or one of those like paint classes where you have wine and food and do art. They can also be quite spiritual. So again, maybe a psychic reading. I think I mentioned this for one of the others. I think I just said that for Aquarius, like a psychic reading or some type of healing work. Like go to like some place in India and do a shaman retreat or something. I don't know. They can be sappy romantic. So light the candles, say the romantic words and romance them into the night. They would love that. They also might like water. A lot of Venus and Pisces people might just feel a connection to water or just love being around water. So if you don't live near water, take them to water. So maybe a meal by the lake, the ocean, the river, or a couple's spa retreat. Something like that would be really meaningful to them. This is another one of those signs that I would say is more quiet and introverted. So I wouldn't do anything too big and flashy, something more sentimental, more meaningful, and romantic. So that kind of sums up the gifts. Of course, there's so many other things to consider, but I thought that was fun. And if anyone resonates with their Venus that I mentioned, share. If someone, if I missed something, share that too. And stay tuned for some more videos.